Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. Today, we're going to be doing some news that you can use for today. And we go over whatever news that I choose from a list of news that's been compiled for me, thanks to Lee, who is our administrator and our trader in the DaVinci J15 .com's group. So make sure that if you want to join us right there and you know watch what Lee's doing for his trades and what I'm doing for my trades and what I'm doing for my little lady strategies, you can do so by signing up at DaVinciJ15.com and be a part of not only that but also the live stream that we are doing, because right now we're in front of a live audience. In fact, I'm going to show you that live audience right here, so everybody say hi. Yeah, it's a little bit of delay, so there's 40 of you guys, and also there's also people here as well on Twitch. So if you want to join us on Twitch, you can do so live. We do it every day. We try to do 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But ever since I moved to Dubai, things have been a little bit difficult to get into a nice groove. But we're getting there. We're getting there slowly, right? We're improving bit by bit the show, and I'm really proud of the steps that I've taken to get back to where I was. All right. So with that said, let's start off with watching the crypto bubbles. Ew. That's all that means. You can look at this and go ew, or you could be like the little lady and go discount city. She's ready to buy, right? Because I mean, she was selling all the time when everything was off and popping, right? So now it's time for her to go shopping, right? And so the little lady is gonna do some shopping, right? And the face of all this red. I want this Shiba to like really collapse a little bit more. I think it deserves to do so. Ooh, T-Fuel. I'm going to check that out, because I just recently heard of a T-Fuel and it's and Theta. So I want to see if that's something worth holding in the future. So I'm gonna also check that out for my subscribers. So make sure that you subscribe to be a part of that if you want to do so. If you want to learn the little lady strategy, it's all free, right? This is what we do in order to trade the alts, because we want more Bitcoin. And so I trade the alts every day, and if you can get these videos for free by heading over to davincicodes.net/videos and check that out. Okay, let's head over to the first news of the day. El Salvador to declare Bitcoin as legal tender. Now, I know I tweeted out, hey, you know what? It's legal tender there, but I know that's it's just a bill being passed right now, and yeah, it might not pass, but hey, if it does, it'd be incredible. Um, because right, if you don't know where El Salvador is, it's near Mexico, um, but closer to Honduras and Guatemala, and yeah, so that's where it is in this area. So yeah, this could expand out to the rest of the countries. Now, the problem with that is the biggest problem with that, right, is that Americans don't like that. And yeah, maybe it's a small enough country for them to not matter, but the CIA is going to be coming over there, knocking on the door and saying, what you doing? You might want to think about that for a second, right? So yeah. Now, if that doesn't happen, right, this will continue, right? If they don't do anything, all these other countries like Paraguay will also do the same thing and roll over into Bitcoin, right? Because it makes sense, but uh, I'm not sure they will allow this to happen in these countries. The United States will allow this to happen in these countries just yet, and I think it's a little early. But if Paraguay, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. I think Paraguay is right about somewhere here, isn't it? Brazil. Okay, I could have swore it was right around. No, no, no. Argentina. There it is, right there. So yeah. So I could have swore. Yeah, that 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 the United States government does kind of frowns on that kind of thing. The world's on the central what's our central banking, and so it's going to be really difficult. And besides, right? I think it's early because it's really difficult for the average person to use Bitcoin just now, just at very moment. It's not that simple. Although, if you do train somebody, they'll realize, and they start using it themselves. They realize, well, it's not that bad. It's difficult, but not that bad. So I don't think we're at that point where people are going to use it directly as exchange. I mean, I could use it, and a lot of other techie people can use it. Like I'm sure most of you guys who watch this are like, no, no, it's easy. Yeah, yeah, I know it's easy for you, but you need to people need to be trained on it and trained very well. And so once they do, it's fairly easy. But that's the difficult part, since there's no actual corporation training these people. Um, Heading over to the next news article is Alibaba, Google among more than 300 companies seeking Singapore crypto license. This is very eyebrows raising, right? Because of the names behind the that are interested in the license, right? The monetary authorities of Singapore MAS has received 300 requests for payments and crypto exchange license, including applications for Alibaba and Google. So. Companies apply under the Payment Service Act, a comprehensive regulatory framework for companies handling activities related to digital assets, including payments and trading. It'd be interesting if Google got into the trading, and same with Alibaba. Or, I mean, wow. I mean, it doesn't mean that they will get into trading. It just probably just they'll have that underneath their belt so that they can do that. But it'd be interesting to see if they started looking for new hires on setting up a actual trading desk or trading platform. That'd be crazy, crazy. Um, Firms that applied but are still awaiting approval may continue offering specific payment services while their application is processed. That's so cool, right? Most government agencies, they're like, no, 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 hold on. You're gonna wait until you get your license before you do anything. Yeah, that's not how business works and moves. And when we are innovating, right, we shouldn't have to wait for governments to allow us to innovate and build and serve the public. We should be serving the public first, and then you can regulate us to death so that only the rich can actually cheat the poor. That'd be better. Because that's what regulation is all about, right? It's about putting up walls so that either walls for so that you can't cross them so that the larger corporations, continue to have monopoly, or to either prevent to put up walls so that they can have a monopoly on scamming you. So yeah, there you go. It's heads you win. How heads the corporations win, tails you lose. The people lose. So that's how regulations and licensing works. Hey, alrighty. This the anonymous, threatening Elon Musk. I mean, okay, enough people. Elon's just trolling us, right? There's something when we talk about technical analysis. It's like, show me a chart and I'll show you the news, right? I mean, this was telegraphed, right? This downward movement was telegraphed a while ago, right? And yeah, it was coming, and I saw it coming once we broke down. And of course, I was a little late to the news, right? Once we broke this and came back up, I was like, oh darn, oh darn. And then once we were definitely down here, I was like, oh my god. I was like, no. I tried to look for long here, and it just, yeah. I was like, once I was in that long, I was like, yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Yeah, the long surely showed me that we're done, and yeah, it was over. It's over, but the crying. You can see that this trade has taken off nicely. Should have did a live trade, but I will look at it again later. So yeah, that's basically, he's probably got people coming in telling him, hey, the market's going up, the market's going down, and he's using that to troll us on Twitter, right? Because everybody's paying attention to him, no matter whether it's for a good reason or for a bad reason. It's still it's still good for him personally. So just so you know, and there is no such thing as bad press, right? It's all good, right? Because people pay attention to you. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty, well, that's all the news that we have for today. I'm going to go moving into the question and answer period for all the DaVinci J15 subscribers. If you're not one of them, once again, yeah, you should be one, so that you can ask me any question you like and participate in this live stream. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for everyone for being part of this community, right? Bitcoiners, altcoiners, all of this, right, is just, is a world-changing event, because money is 50% of all our wealth, and because of that, right, it is actually a powerful tool that allows for real change to happen, and we're going to see the wealth being transferred from the top of 1% to the bottom 99 over the time, the life cycle that Bitcoin becomes full official money. And when it does, it's going to be a beautiful thing to watch as we enter in a renaissance, and that will change the way humanity behaves for the rest of for 100 years, for probably 100 to 1,000 years, probably, depending on, of course, how long Bitcoin holds up. And I think it will hold up for a long time. I think it will hold for multiple hundreds of years before we come up with something better, because there is a problem with communication. So as long as communications exist, it's still going to work. So obviously we need faster than light communications for Bitcoin to work on other planets, such as Mars. But for now, we don't have to worry about it, so we won't think about it. So remember, Bitcoin's real, Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Cheers.